Well, good afternoon, guys. This afternoon, I went ahead and finished up that DT466E. Well, let me show you. Well, guys, I went ahead and put everything back together. I didn't record it, sorry about that, but it was just basically putting the parts back on. Most of the hard stuff, or the stuff that had to be adjusted, valve flash saws, and so on and so forth, I did record. I just didn't record me putting back the radiator, reservoir tank, so on and so forth, but it's all intact. It's all put together. I need to put the hood on, but I'll do that after we know that the engine is functioning the way it's supposed to. So yeah, there is a little oil spill down there. That's not from the truck, that's from me taking the oil pan and stuff like that off. So let's go ahead and jump in the driver's seat and crank this sucker over and see what it's going to do. It is going to hesitate. It's not going to start quick. I mean, there's no oil in the oil rail. Fuel needs to get to the injectors. I did prime up the little mechanical pump right there. I did put some oil in the oil rail, but it's not completely full. Oil pump is dry. I mean, it's got that Lucas little assembly lube on there, but no oil. So let's crank the sucker over and see what it's going to do. Let's go ahead and I still have the engine cover off of this thing. Let me push the engine cover off to the passenger side. And there we go. Opening up some space. And here, guys, we do want to keep our eye on the oil gauge first. Turn off that AC. It's got no Freon. Here goes the first crank. That's the first start. Didn't sound right, but I mean, like I said, everything's dry. Let's try it again. It wants to go, but it'll go on this one, guys. This is the one that's going to get it. Here we go, guys. Well, guys, this sucker just died. Try to crank it over again. Now it doesn't want to start, so I got to go back and find out what happened. It's going to be, I'm hoping it's just some kind of a loose connector or something like that I didn't plug in correctly, or I know it's got fuel. I see no oil leaks, no water leaks. So let me mess with this one, guys, and I'll let you know what it was. Well, guys, we finally got this truck started. Let me show you the engine, and then I'll let you know why it died on me all of a sudden. But let me let you listen to this. I stepped away from the truck for a little bit because of the sound, the noise. We got that sucker started. Reason it started and all of a sudden it just died is IPR valve, the screen on the IPR got crushed. I'm assuming because of all the debris that was in the oil. It clogged up the IPR, so the truck wasn't able to build up any oil pressure to get that sucker to fire up and stay running. Right now, the truck is still running. I'm assuming everything's going to be fine. There's no oil leaks or nothing like that, so I'm going to let it run for a good 5-10 minutes and then go back and check for leaks and stuff like that. But everything sounds great. I mean, to me, that engine sounds very, very nice compared to the way it was. So I'm pretty sure that the owner's going to be very happy with the turnout. I know he spent quite a bit, but he's getting more than what he wanted. This thing is it's got another 400,000 or 500,000 miles on it if properly maintained. So I'm going to go ahead and call the owner up and let him know that the truck is running. I need a couple more days to test drive it and make sure that everything's fine before I can give it back to the gentleman. I'll make arrangements with him. He should be picking it up sometime Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Okay, so let's go back to the project at hand. Listen to this, guys. Well, guys, I'm gonna call this one done. I got the hood back on. Yeah, I still gotta wash it. I'm gonna kind of rinse it down to get all that oil stains off of it. But I mean, the truck's starting up nicely. I mean, it's not overheating. Oil pressure maintains 35-40 pounds of pressure at the engine oil pump. I mean, everything's doing fine. No leaks whatsoever. I mean, there's no drips, no dots, nothing's coming down. I did call the owner. I let him know that the truck is running. He heard it. He was somewhat pleased with how it sounded. So we'll see once he picks it up. We'll see what he thinks. And well, I mean, I'm going to call this one done, guys. Well, guys, like I said, I mean, I did call Patrick. He sounded very pleased. I mean, he was happy that his truck is up and running. I did ask him for a couple of days. I do got to drive this thing around for just, you know, put in, I don't know, 50, 100 miles, give or take. Make sure that it's doing okay at 65, 70. Make sure it's doing okay at stops, so on and so forth. And of course, I mean, make sure that it doesn't leak anything before I actually give it back to the owner. Once he gets it, I mean, this guy does long hauls. I mean, he drives from Texas to Tennessee and so on and so forth. So got to make sure this truck is ready before he actually starts hauling stuff in it. But he was very pleased to hear that the truck was running. He loved the sound of the engine, even though he could just hear the echo over the phone. I'm pretty sure once he gets here, he is going to be more than pleased. He's going to be very happy with what he's getting back. Well, guys, thank you guys for watching. And hey, like and comment, guys.